Hello, guys. Welcome to the season 2 of the Good Vibe Factory, episode 1. My name is Ellie.
And my name is Fama, and you can call me with one of those names. And today we got a special guest in the building.
Absolutely. Truly a brother of ours that has been making a dance for the past years now. I would like to introduce you, our friend of ours, our brother, DJ Mystic Gold.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
Let's go. Welcome, brother. Welcome on the show.
Thank you, bro.
Happy to have you.
Thank you for having me.
We've been looking for a long time to get this done, so we're happy to have you, man.
So first of all, how are you?
I'm good, brother. How things?
Yeah, we know you like for quite a while now. Like what? One year and a half, something like that.
Yeah. 1 year, Ellie a little bit more, like around 2 years, I'd say. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, so you met him before me.
Absolutely, yeah.
So you're the bro now. So he's the bro now.
That's why I had to do the intro.
Yeah. That's when we met, when I was...
What's going on here? Okay, and I don't really like it. I'm telling you that.
That's when I was searching for a house. That's when I met Ellie. Yeah.
So yeah. Oh yeah, it's true.
Indeed.
You were looking for an apartment and I was leaving my apartment, yeah.
Indeed, bro.
That's how we got introduced to each other, man. So good to have you, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Finally, I know our schedule have been busy, but I'm excited about what we're going to do today and finally catch up and let the world see how we usually are on a regular basis.
100.
So, as normal ways we've been doing things, we really appreciate what you're doing, first of all, in the city, bringing some innovation. And then we really have some question about yourself and who you are a bit more, because we see you doing the music thing.
Of course.
But we don't know who you are. People don't. I know.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Could you please introduce yourself to the people in a different light?
100%. So, first of all, so my name is Arthur. I'm originally from Portugal, Lisbon. Okay. So, and I've been already in Ireland around 5 years from now. Yeah. And so far it's like amazing country, very welcoming place, and it's been very good experience, but so far unreal experience here.
Nice. And so tell us more about your personal journey here, and how you studied your music journey, and just tell us what happened.
Yeah.
Or how it happened.
So you mean in Ireland first, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, so when I moved here, well, of course, we had the 3 years of pandemic.
Yeah. And
after that, during the pandemic, I thought, okay, what would be my hobby after the pandemic? What do I like? For example, me, outside of the DJ as Arthur, I go surf, I go hiking, so I do other different sports activities and everything. Mm-hmm. But I wanted something that complete the lack of being at home for so long, all of us, we've been here,
of course,
in Ireland. And after that, I thought, okay, I'm going to buy a mixer. I'm going to organize playlists, and I might get an opportunity at some point after the pandemic to start my hobby again, even, of course, in a different country from the scratch.
Of course.
So, yeah.
And how, as a DJ, you knew already how to do things, or you went to school, like a kind of DJ school, or you learned everything by yourself and you knew exactly what you needed, as material or accessories to be a DJ?
Yeah, so everything started back in 2013. Okay. Yeah. So there was a resident DJ in the beach bar.
Okay.
In my city. So my city is in the other side of the main bridge in Lisbon, so on the beach side. So it was a beach bar, and there was this Halloween party, right? And the guy came to me because I was already interested in music and everything, and he said if you want, you can can stay here for the winter and record your own CDs and everything, and from there, if you are good and if you get with more experience, maybe at summertime, the owner of the beach bar will ask you to stay here and to DJ. So I stayed there the full winter, because all the people going to these bars, even if imagine they order one coffee, but they need to stay open until 2 a.m. because that's their own schedule, even in the winter time.
Yeah.
So everything was people inside, and me outside like lashing raining, like super bad weather, and me just like with CDs and everything, and practice, doing mistake after mistake after mistake in order, you know, like to
get
practice, because I was given this chance, you know, so it was like really cool.
And you said something that's very interesting. You talk about mistakes. I'm sure every DJs or everyone that tried something that they didn't do before never was perfect at first. So for you at the beginning, what was the first challenges that you had starting to kind of introduce yourself to the scene of music and DJing? What was your challenges at first?
So I think not until long. So since I came back to the DJ world, so now in Ireland, I think back in the day I couldn't find my own personality as a DJ.
Okay.
So I was doing kind of like all the kinds of music, like open format DJ.
Yeah.
But I couldn't find something that, okay, this it is.
Okay.
So I like this kind of genre of music. I'm going to focus on this and become better. And that's one of the reasons that at the time, so I tried to go on a different direction from the other DJs, okay?
Yeah.
And for many times, so I went on the direction of working more towards like house music and Latin music and everything.
Yeah.
And I missed a lot of the DJs that became famous eventually and got lots of opportunities because all they went like to, in this case back in the day, to the Afro house, so like the Angolan Afro house and Kizomba and everything.
Of course.
So I tried to go in a different direction, and then I lack on those opportunities because there was like kind of, let's say, a close circle of people.
Of course,
you know.
Of course. Yeah.
And like for people that are watching us right now, because I think I'm kind of like think the same as them. I'm like, well, I think I could be a DJ like tomorrow. Like it's so easy to be a DJ, you know. So you were talking about like the challenges, but like how, like what does it take exactly to be a DJ? Do you need like to have like a rhythm, like a music inspiration? Do you need to have like your kind of music, or do you need to basically listen to everything, trying to do a mix, or just try to find your place in the music business? And like how you gonna maybe entertain people with your music, or you're gonna follow maybe as well other DJ or what they're doing? Like what kind of music like inspires you in a daily basis, you know? So what do you like to play, and why do you like your people to listen?
Okay, so I think music wise, so even before you even think about becoming a DJ or getting into that world, normally, for example, in my case, when I was having a birthday party, I had my friend that was already DJing in bars in Lisbon and everything, and we did my birthday party. After also we did like New Year's and my birthday party in the same place, in this garage, and we transformed kind of as like a private event with lots of people from school. And I was like, okay, I like this. I was like, this is very interesting. And I asked him, can I come to your house? Because he had like a small studio. Can I come to your house like on our free time from school and start to practice and everything? And then I was like, okay, yeah. Then I brought my first mixer from there. And I was like, this is interesting. And I started to practice a lot at home, like music that I was listening going out as a teenager. So I was kind of like downloading that music and searching for that music that you would listen in the clubs. But of course, there was no Spotify, there was nothing. You needed actually to do a deep search
for sure,
for some specific song that you listen in the club, or ask to someone, let's say a promoter that is there every week and listens the same kind of playlist, so they'll know eventually what's going on. And from there, like, I think I got the bug, you know, from that was my start. I got the bug from there. And then, as I said, when I got that opportunity of practicing the winter, I was like, okay, this is something that I actually enjoy, because I listen music from my parents since I'm a child, you know. There was always like music at home, like African music, reggae, dancehall, there was always that kind of vibe at home when I was like 4, 5, 6 years old. So I think before even you become a DJ, you already have the, let's say,
Passion
the
for
kind
music.
of music base since you are a child, you know, because many people don't have.
Yeah,
Maybe
sure.
they'll listen, okay, they'll go out and listen this song. But if you have, like, let's say, the basis from when you are a child, that grows with you. So,
course.
and then of course, as all of us, as three, we absorb music from our parents' time.
Absolutely.
Because they introducing this to us,
To the sound,
to the sound,
absolutely.
types of genres of music, what they listened back in the day, when they were going to nightclubs back in the day.
course.
So they kind of developed that towards us, and we absorb everything.
For sure.
So I think from there, even before you start to become a DJ, that's
You're
where
already
it starts,
working on
you know?
it without even knowing that you're working on it.
It's a passion. I have, and it's funny you say this, is because I believe music is always inspired from the past. Like it always has the foundation of music is always the past that's being like renovated or brought into a different light. So there's always a foundation and a history to music. And the way we met also, it was on a different context. But one thing I was going to ask you is, on the Irish scene, musically speaking, there's not a lot of diversity. And we always had that conversation with you.
We did.
And I've always asked you, I was like, why do you take the risk to go or do things that most people musically are not willing to do, knowing that music is huge, like, but they you stay to what they know. But you, like, we've exchanged songs and I gave you ideas, and I was like, why you a DJ? You can tell me go screw yourself, man. I don't want to listen to that song. But why do you do that? Why are you so open minded?
Yeah, bro. So I think, like, for example, when even is not related to DJ, but when you already travel a lot and there's so many cultures, you absorb a little bit. Like even if you go to a bar, you see like a live band, a guy just playing a guitar, or a DJ or a specific thematic party. You absorb a little bit of each culture, you know, like when you travel. And one good example of that, for example, it's an answer to your question is the Netherlands. So in Netherlands, you have so many cultures that from Monday to Sunday, you have like 3-4 different parties, including one night you have like let's say salsa, bachata, Afro beats, Afro house, hip hop, Latin house in the full night as a fusion. And when you see those things like outside the box, you know, and you don't want, let's say, to be the same as the others because it's normal for the culture and it's like a cultural thing, let's say us here in Ireland, you want to try to do something different because, you know, of course, in the beginning, and as you guys know, it was difficult, like the niche and, you know, get people to know the type of a different event and everything. And after that, the kind of the development and also like absorb from you guys, from other people traveling to different places and see, okay, this is a nice song. What's the name of the song? This will be nice in my DJ set for the next urban music event. Or like when we discuss music, like you tell me, hey, bro, this song will be like Unreal on so nights, and I'm like, yes. 100%, you know what I mean?
But how I see things is, to me, if I have to describe a DJ, I will say that a DJ to me is like a cook. You know, basically, you getting like a lot of ingredients in this country, this country or that country, and you just like trying to do the perfect mix, to have like the perfect recipe that's gonna work again and again and again. But the thing is, you cannot stop there, because you have to be like really mature and really open. So you have to discover like basically multiple recipes, you know, that you're gonna play, because maybe one day people are gonna be sick of like your cake recipe, you know. So you will have to find another recipe that they're gonna like. Maybe today you're gonna do chocolate cake and tomorrow you're gonna do vanilla. You know what I mean?
Of
course. And you need to find the perfect recipe to each event you go. And do you think this is a big challenge as well, or now you're used to it and you know exactly what kind of food or what kind of cake you're gonna bring like in a party, you know?
Bro, to be honest, like when I think about when I started and now, even the last 2 years, And that's the thing, like you get like your inspirations and everything, you
Yeah,
Of
know.
course.
And when I grow, see these very like energetic DJs
Yeah.
doing transitions, so you follow something that you think, okay, this is going to work as me, as my personality, because each DJ is different. You have DJs that are very technical
Yeah.
and looks like basically like a mix, literally like a CD, and it's very clean, so it's really cool, like for a sunset on the beach, you know, because people are there chilling, and then it grows, and people start to stand up and dancing,
Then,
and then
yeah. You move on.
continues
Yeah.
the ambient, the
Mhm.
environment of the party itself. Then you have other DJs that are very on the ability of like reading a room. That's
Yeah.
like one of the most important things, of course.
For sure.
And then you have my case that I'm very like energetic DJ with transitions. And I think back in the day I did the same, but
Yeah.
didn't work.
Okay.
And nowadays, for some reason, and it's an automatic thing, you know,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I
of
don't
course.
control what I'm doing in that specific, but I kind of find my formula finally as a
Yeah.
DJ
Yeah.
that each party, even when I speak with you guys,
Yeah.
like after the party or when we are like just hanging out or something, I'm like, oh, I can do this,
Mm.
you know? Like, of course, I believe and I know that I'm doing a good job. You need to believe on yourself all the time.
Sure.
But sometimes I'm like, oh, this worked again.
Mm.
And then the next part, I'm like, okay, it worked again.
Yeah.
And then again, it worked again.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay. So I think I finally found like
Your
my
lane.
direction, you know,
Okay.
on doing a DJ set. And answer also to what you're saying, Fam.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's very important, and this is the main base. When you reach a specific level as a DJ, the most important thing is discovering music that no one has ever listened to.
Never heard before.
I like that.
You know.
I like that. And I want to jump back on it because I had a personal question that was asked to me to be asked to you in regards of Soho.
Mm.
For those that don't know what Soho is an organized event where there's a lot of diversity musically. That's not favoritism, but I personally, one of the few events I like to enjoy going on a consistent basis. I was asked this question, and that I want to ask you because musically, we discussed about the subject, but we never got into the details of it.
Mhm.
Musically speaking, when it comes to the African side of the sections when you
Ooh,
play,
Careful.
I
Dangerous subject.
know, but that's my brother. That's my brother.
People are watching you, so you better answer.
That's my
right.
brother.
yeah.
That's my
Better
brother.
answer right.
That's my brother. I was asked the question, so I'm going to ask you. I'm not going to put the person on the spot, but I'll take the heat if it comes down to
I'm
it.
not taking anything, bro. It's on your,
Musically,
It's on your brother.
Nobody's gonna say right
It's
now.
on, it's on your-
Yes,
it's on your
That's
brother.
my brother. Let me ask.
Yeah.
Okay. Why? I was asked. That's the question. That's how the question was asked to me. Why, when it comes to the Afrobeat, or are you guys only playing three countries? South Africa, Nigeria, and once in a while we can get an Ivory Coast song when Africa is a large continent. For myself,
Mhm.
I'm Congolese, and I spoke to Frank. He said to me, "Eli, I got you. I haven't chased him down, Frank. I'm looking for you, bro. I'm coming for you."
Yeah.
Cause if you telling me like, yo, don't worry, I'll put some friends. I'm saying, yeah, you haven't done it.
Yeah,
So,
you better hide, Fred.
you better hide. Cause we spoke to him. He's like,
Yeah,
I got it.
yeah,
I'm not.
yeah.
He didn't say I don't have it.
Yeah.
He say, bro, whatever. He showed me his phone,
Yeah.
his computer. He said, I had it. The reason why I'm asking you this question is because as we know, like there's a lot of, and that's why me and you talk musically all
Yes.
the time, and
Yes,
that's why I
yes,
appreciate
yes.
this conversation. But I felt like if it's on Amapiano or Afrobeat,
Yeah.
nothing else gets played. And you said something. You say you want to surprise people,
Mhm.
but we have Caribbean music, we have Congolese music, we have Ivory Coast is even like we have so much diversity that we can bring to, and people are like, this is the places where we expect this to happen. So, what do you say to that? To the people that said that it's only limited to these three countries.
That's really good feedback for
Yeah.
us. Yeah. That's the first time I'm listening like in specific.
Yeah,
That's really good feedback. Yeah. and that's something that that's why, like, I think, like, each party we continue to grow, you know, and learn. So each party we continue to learn.
Of
So
course.
that's like even like a new knowledge, you know.
Yeah.
So it's really cool because then we can adapt again.
You see,
And
that's what I was talking about. This is a pure example of, like, this is like film with cameras, but this is really how we talk to each other. Like, bro, I think you should try to, and he's open-minded. Now, that's gonna lead to my next question. How do you balance your life now with all this? Because every party, there's 3 things that I see happening, especially with the DJ. You deal with request.
Yep. Oh, about this part, the request. Do you have like because I saw that only in movies, you know, that person like that just like write something on the paper and don't throw it at you with like 10 euro bill or something like that. Play this, bitch. So do you have like people? Do you have a lot of requests like this, like during in a party?
Yes.
I know in some bar they can't even get access to you. You know, because there is like the bouncer just in front, downstairs. You know, so they can't even access to. But there is some party when they have access to you, so they can come and approach you and talk to you. Do you have a lot of requests like this?
Bro, it's very rare for one reason, because, for example, on Saturdays, right?
Yeah.
We do Fiesta Latina every Saturday.
Of course.
I kind of try every week to go search, even on Spotify or like other platforms, and see, okay, what is
trending,
what is pumping, what is pumping on this country right now, right? And then people won't expect, because as we said and a few minutes ago, like, the information, even music-wise, is very fast. But until comes, let's say, until a song that is famous right now, I had that song 6 months ago already on my playlist. But if I play, let's say, on a Latin party, as I played 6 months ago, people want, you know, like, want adapted, they won't get it. But that's why you need to find some specific songs that you know is gonna be
classics,
bangers later on. But you already know because you searched before. So from there it's easier, because you won't have many people to ask you for requests of songs and everything, because you're already reading the room. You know, that's something that I do every week.
That's when I read the room.
That's the most important thing.
Exactly,
like on Saturdays, when I swap, for example, when I swap with Will, so when I swap with the other DJ in the Latin party, I go downstairs, and I'm not, and you guys know how I am as a DJ, I'm super professional in every party. I'm not going there like to say hi to you guys and everything and we chat a little bit, but at the same time I'm walking around the building and see, okay, I have 10 French people in the building. I have 20 Italians. I have 50 Brazilians. I have lots of people from South America. I have lots of people from Spain. So I go a little bit around and see, okay, when I go up again, I know exactly what I need to play. So from there, no one will ask me requests of songs.
Because you take care of everybody, because you know what's going on. Okay.
Because you went down, you went to, like, for a spin, read the room a little bit, see what's going on, what kind of people are, what kind of nationalities you have around, and then go up again.
And then feed them,
Okay, so you do a work before even you starting, like, to play anything.
Precisely,
Oh, that's smart too. But that to me how it takes to be a DJ as well, you know. There is a work before, like in the background, and then there is a work during the night. And so if you're well prepared before, obviously everything should
go well.
Go well for you anyways.
Absolutely.
You know? And who is, like, if you have to take an artist, can be a singer, can be a DJ, you know, from like any country. Who do you think is your biggest inspiration as an artist? The biggest one?
This double of DJs from the Netherlands, Afro Bros. Because since I saw them...
That's their name, Afro Bros?
Afro Bros, from the Netherlands.
I never heard about them.
Since I saw them when I was like, don't know, like 16, 17. Every year when they were coming or to Lisbon, or I saw them when I was living in Greece, in Spain. I saw them like in several occasions. And I absorb a lot of the kind of music they play and the way they play. So I absorb a lot of knowledge from them towards my DJ sets. That's why I have those energetic transitions.
Of course.
It's from based on them,
their
basically.
Style.
And then you have the other side. There is like this big DJ on Latin house and Afro house in Portugal, Mastic Soul. A very like famous DJ. And I also absorb a lot from him on the transitions in specific type of music when I'm playing Afro house or Latin house. because I remember him back in the day,
Yeah.
the way he was playing, and nowadays, because as I said, you have many DJs that goes non-stop but looks like a little bit of a CD, so you don't have like many echoes or filters or like some specific noises that you can use, so like some effects. And that's also very important when you're doing a DJ set, because otherwise it's very like monotonous. You get like like I'm playing a song and then you don't even expect that I'm going this transition and go like boom, and that's really cool to be a little bit different also. And that's why I'm saying a few minutes ago that nowadays I think I literally found my sauce that I never found for many years, but I find it now.
That's cool. So Afro Bros, there are two?
Yeah.
There are two guys?
Yeah,
and they're from the Netherlands?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna look
Definitely.
Well, you listen some songs of them for sure. Before.
Yeah, we probably don't even know.
They're famous. They're famous.
We probably didn't even know.
And they're probably gonna be on this podcast anyways. Okay, Afro Bros.
Hopefully,
for you. Wait, we don't know you yet. We don't know you yet.
But we will soon.
Go.
But we will
And
soon.
maybe you'll come in Ireland soon.
For sure.
My next question, I like I said, we know you differently than just behind the you mixing and everything. How do you balance it? Because as I know, you're the person that traveled the most. Like you are either in Spain or before I blink you in Japan, and then I blink back you in Dubai, and then you. It looks exciting, but as a human, sometimes you get tired because it's physically a lot of going back and forth, and you always have to. How do you balance it out?
I'm just tired. Even when I just wake up, I'm tired already.
I'm telling you.
I don't know. That's how I know that I cannot be a DJ anyway. So go there, take a plane there, go in another country, come back, and then play during the night, I play in the afternoon, and I have to
catch a bus, and you have to go somewhere else the next day, and this and that.
When I finish to eat, I sleep.
It's not every DJ that are doing that. Some are starting, so they're not at this level, but you've been doing it for quite a while. I'm sure physically it affects you, even mentally. So how do you balance it out? What do you do to make sure that when you went too far, okay, take a break? What do you do?
So my plan initially, even when I start here, like in Ireland, my goal and my idea was straight away, I want to stabilize myself here as a DJ. But my focus is already going on what's next on the next year. So then I start to work towards that. Now, of course, I start to get the opportunities. And what I did this year, like regarding like going to Japan on the tour and also going to Malta, Portugal and Cyprus, was, let's say, to meet people over there and do the connections. And at the same time, also for them to know me as a DJ. So next year, I can actually do the real thing. And with these opportunities that were provided to me, I can actually work on it and go super hard next year non-stop on DJ tour. So that's what I did this year. Like very exhausting year, of course. But then the outcome in the end
it's worth it.
Is worth it, of course. And of course is exhausting, like to the other side of the world. So now in April I went to Japan to do 2 gigs. So just like the other side of the world. But towards that, I already got opportunity to go again this year in 2 weeks time. So from there is really cool. It means that they enjoyed also my type of music and my type of DJing.
Of course.
And then we can continue to have that kind of connection, and all the time in specific times that you want to go to these kind of countries, you can go visit the culture and also do connections. So you meet lots of people from everywhere, DJs that are they are Japanese but they DJ in Las Vegas, Miami, they DJ in Australia. So you do like lots of connections, and that's a really cool thing of like a DJ connection, that you meet people from all over the world in one place. So that's really cool.
And if I have to get back to what you just said, like all this location and all these countries, 3 quick questions. Okay, quick questions. So 2-3 words will suffice.
Let's go.
Best country you've been as a DJ?
Japan.
For sure, Japan.
100%.
Most open-minded country you've been as a DJ?
Portugal.
Portugal. and the best musical culture. Portugal as well.
Yeah.
So 2 Portugal, 1 Japan.
Yeah.
Not even friends, bitch. Not even friends.
No, you've been as a DJ. You've been as a DJ. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but have you been to Africa as a DJ?
No, not yet.
Oh, you should go to the motherland, bro.
No, we
Not yet, bro.
You're gonna get like a lot.
Not yet.
Of fans there, and you're gonna learn a lot as well about music and about a lot of like cultural, like inspiration.
Yeah,
Honestly.
100%.
Honestly, like because as you said, like to me, I think like Congolese people are the most advanced in musical or African music or African culture. If we talk about music in general, they are the more advanced and they are like very versatile. They can adapt to anything. You know, in Africa, to me, I'll put like Congo first. Second one, I might put like South Africa. You know,
Or Nigeria.
Or Nigeria, but Ivory Coast is not far.
Yeah.
No, not far, bro.
Yeah.
Like believe me.
But the reason I like when you say that, but like the reason they say that is because like for me, like the top ones is for me,
Yeah.
Nigeria and Congo. Congo is more because it's French speaking.
French speaking. Yeah.
So therefore, they have more limitation of the audience that they reach. That's why Nigeria is a bit bigger.
Yeah.
But sound wise, and like you were saying, diversity wise, whether it's rapping to the equivalent of Kizomba, as we call it in Congo.
Zouk.
Yeah, we call it Zouk is Caribbean.
Yeah, that's
Zouk is Caribbean.
As
The equivalent of that is called rumba, which is exactly like a bit slow down and really more like a really like the type of baby making music we call it.
Yeah.
Kind of. Your girl, she don't understand what the hell you saying, but she just know you want to make it. She can't say because the sound is just so so that's why I call it baby making music. And then we can go and then we can rap and then we can make you dance and then we can, and like I said, and the good thing, that's what I was telling you is you're such an energetic musician when you play the music. That's why I was like, you fit perfectly with those kind of styles of music because they are easy to match. Like Ivory Coast, Congolese, they sound the same. BPM wise, even if you don't understand, it's just that even we were talking even Caribbean music, you may not and that's the power of music. You may not understand what they say, but the rhythm sometimes speaks for itself. And that's why I want to ask you, as a musical fan, someone that's open minded to listening to discover things, and is there any artist that you may not understand what they're saying or the language, but just the sound of what they're doing sounds good to you, that are not like artists that a lot of people know about that you listen to?
Yeah, bro, a lot. Like so when I start, actually, besides the beach bars, I start as a Kizomba DJ.
Okay.
An Afro house DJ.
Okay.
Of course, nowadays Afro house is a different thing. It's like electronic, but back in the day it was like Afro house from Congo, from Angola, from Cape Verde.
Absolutely.
So that's where I start as a DJ, and that's the reason why also I'm very powerful on the transitions to learn from other DJs that are from Africa that we worked together back in Portugal back in the day. So that's where like the bass start. But yeah, you have like for example, you have LG Beatskilla. He mix like Portuguese with Creole and English.
Okay, wow.
For example, and his songs are unreal. It's from Cape Verde.
Cape Verde.
Yeah. LG Beatskilla.
Okay. Wow.
And he's one of the main guys in Africa. So you go anywhere, LG Beatskilla.
Okay.
He's like the main producer from maybe all those artists from Nigeria and everything.
Of course.
Because he's like the mastermind from back in the 2000s until now. Okay. And they also have Kaisha.
Of
course, You see, So we had party with Kaisha in Portugal.
That you got me right there.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. I just had to poke him so he can start.
Of course,
bring the facts out. You said that, he got me right there. So okay.
Yeah, you have Kaisha.
Yeah, that's my guy right here.
Yeah, he did a new song now with DJ Ademar, Portuguese DJ. Yeah, I shared on Instagram 2 days ago.
I actually listened to it. I was like, it's really good.
So I know the name of the podcast is Good Vibe Factory, so we're trying to bring some good vibes,
Of course.
But we have this little section where we need to be a bit messy.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Let's
So
go.
it's Messi time right now.
Yes.
Let's
sir.
go.
So I got a couple questions.
Of
Me
course.
too.
Gonna be maybe uncomfortable, maybe not.
And you have
Let's
to.
go.
You have the right. You have the right not to answer as well.
That's fine, brother. No
You want to
worries.
play the fifth?
Yeah.
You want to play the fifth? You don't
Let's
want to
go.
play the nah, bro.
Ladies and
Let's go.
gentlemen,
Not-
your
not
attention,
on my
please.
court.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Not on my court.
Let's
It's
go.
about to go down.
Going to answer every fucking.
But let's go. We're friends anyway, so that's fine.
We're
You
gonna
know?
start slow anyway.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
gonna
No,
start
no,
slow
we're gonna take it easy.
Okay?
Take it
So-
easy.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
On a scale from 1 to 10,
Yeah.
how would you like evaluate your DJ skills?
7.
7?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're pretty honest, you know. I was about to say like maybe 7.5, you know, and you could go to 8 soon, but 7 is fair.
7.
7 is
Because I need to know how to scratch.
Yeah.
hip hop.
Oh, you don't know how to scratch?
I know, but not when you are mixing in between songs.
Yeah.
I can when I'm mixing already the song
Yeah.
and do a powerful transition,
Yeah.
but not the other way around. So when you want to start a song,
Yeah.
to mix
Yeah.
on scratch.
For the people that watching us actually, because maybe they don't know the difference, because I didn't know that I thought like all DJ knew how to scratch,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So for them, like, is it a good skill to have as a DJ to know how to scratch?
Yeah,
Add
definitely.
in a party, or some, because maybe some people or some DJ like find it useless.
Yeah.
Definitely, because if you don't have like, for example, if you are not like, let's say like me, like a powerful DJ on transitions,
Yeah.
and you're just like normal transitions, like let's say sunset DJ,
Yeah.
you just have that, so you don't have any other skills. So it's just that. So from there, probably it's gonna be more complicated for you even to get like specific opportunities,
Of course.
because that's your skill base and that's it.
That's all you can bring to the table.
And that's your style, and you won't change most probably.
Of course.
And then when you already when you mix like different things, like with for example, when I mix with acapellas and then
Yeah.
do
Yeah,
transitions
yeah.
with hip hop or dancehall or Afrobeats, something like that, you need to like try different things, try different things. That's why the softwares and the DJ softwares, they have so many options.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you need to learn how to use this, how to use that. So to give people something different, I won't be like the same routine and everything always the same. That's why the scratch is very important, like as a hip hop DJ.
Yeah.
But hip hop DJs that, let's say, going to do a house music party,
Yeah.
you will scratch.
Okay.
So you'll add the sauce that he already has as a
Yeah,
base, as a hip hop DJ, but to other types of music.
Okay.
And that's really cool,
Yeah.
because then you can work around that in lots of things.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Now, second question.
Get messy. Like, you were nice.
Let's go.
You
Second
nice.
question.
Let's go.
You were nice. If you don't want to do messy.
I'm trying to formulate the question
No,
properly.
Yes.
You know, to not get
You
like,
too
you know,
nice,
lots of-
man.
no
You
worries,
too
brother.
nice. This is a brother right here.
Because I know you have a business. I don't want to interfere in this business.
Me, I have a question. I'll jump in because he's formulating his question. So I'm gonna
Yeah,
just
Okay, do.
Say one first.
As you started, you're building your career up, and you look back, what was your first gig that you were like, okay, wow, I didn't expect that, and where was it? Like the first gig that made you like, yo, like I didn't expect this much people turn out.
Yeah.
I was just went like people went crazy, they wanted more, and then you were just like, I'm sorry, where was it, and how do you remember it, and how does it inspire you today in your journey?
There was no, yeah. You're saying from back in the day, of course,
back in the
mostly.
day, from
Yeah.
when you started, like
Yeah.
your first gig that made you smile. I'm like, yo, this is what I'm doing it for.
There was 2 occasions.
Okay.
Occasion number 1 was this beach party that friends of mine organized,
Yeah.
and they were like, okay, we're expecting to have maybe, I don't know, 130, 200 people, and the club was quite big, so it was like capacity of like 800 people, right? And there was these 2 kids, they were twins,
Yeah.
and they're like their birthday in that day, but they didn't have the place to have the dinner because everything was sold out in the city.
Okay.
So they rang me around like 6, 7 o'clock. I say, okay, we have a table for 20 people, but can you put for 80?
Okay.
And these kids were very well-known kids from school, like very popular kids on high school and everything. And I was like, okay, this maybe might be a good play for the party to grow. Out of nowhere, the party was going well. We had already like 400, 500 people around like 1 a.m. And these people came to me and they were like, I saw your advertisement on Facebook. I was like, where from?
Yeah.
we're from the countryside of Portugal. And I was like, what?
Oh wow.
They travel all.
Yeah.
Hey,
Wow.
I was like, how
Wow.
did you? I was so confused. Like, how did you check that?
Yeah.
man.
Because a
Like-
friend of mine that is from this place share with someone that is from other. I was like,
Social media thing.
I was like, whoa!
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was so impressed. And then that party went until like 9 a.m. So the older people that go very early in Portugal to the beach, like families like 7, 8 a.m., were going to the beach and try to come to the beach club. I was like, can we have breakfast? And the party was like going on like with David Guetta, like very like hard. So
Wow.
yeah, we finished the party at 9 a.m. That was unreal, yeah.
Wow.
That was so cool.
And with that, after that good question, Ellie just asked you, Messi time again. Worst place you've been or worst establishment you've been? You don't have to say the name
Yeah.
of the establishment, but you can say at least the location. So the worst time you
And why?
you had like a DJ gig.
Bro, was in Portugal in
Yeah?
this place. Yeah, so I was doing like on a regular basis when I was already in university parties for high school kids, right?
Okay.
So I was organizing their Halloween parties and like everything. And because I was like the main guy in that venue,
Yeah.
because it was like a big venue, but not as a nightclub, but
Yeah.
as a rental,
Of
you
course.
know, so you could rent and do events over there. And I was in connection with all the high schools in the region.
Yeah.
So they asked me to do a very specific party, okay, for like a specific culture, and I was like, yeah, okay, like sounds good. They're gonna pay really well, and it was like kind of a wedding, with that culture. And after that, it started to go very messy because I needed to play a specific type of song just for them.
Yeah, of course.
And this cousin of the owner brought me like a pen drive, and in that pen drive there was 37 songs only, right?
37.
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
And how long you were supposed to be there?
Okay, so the party started at 8 p.m.
Yeah.
It was supposed to go until 7 a.m.
With 37 songs.
Yeah, wait. However,
Match.
there was
Challenge
this,
accepted. You click on the button, challenge accepted.
there was this
Wow.
famous artist,
Yeah.
okay, for that culture that came all the way from Spain.
Oh, jeez.
And a very, very famous singer. And he went there to do a showcase of 1 hour and something.
Yeah.
And then the things start to get a bit messy because they start to get angry because the songs that this person provide me were all the same, and I could not play different type of music because it was just that. And no one told me that before we
course.
even organized the event.
Yeah.
So they only told me when I was already like setting up everything.
Yeah.
That's when they told me. I was like, how am I gonna stay here until, don't know, like 6, 7 a.m.?
Yeah.
And we were very lucky because outside, some family members, they start to have argue and they start to shooting each other.
Oh, wow.
Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like it was a-
shooting.
Yeah,
And the
yeah.
police arrive and the party was done
yeah.
earlier. So I was like,
Yeah.
yes. I went to the parking. I was waiting on my car for the thing to
Yeah.
to calm down.
That's a
And then I left.
Like it was gang like in Portugal, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, and then I left. Yeah.
Wow.
Because they start to mess, they broke bottles from the bar, they start to throw stuff in the bartenders in the bar, and it was very messy. And then this situation happened outside the club around like 5, 6.
Yeah.
So I was like, yes, the party is over,
Yeah.
finally. And I was so exhausted. I was like, this was too much.
Yeah.
And I drink a lot to keep it up, right? In that
Yeah.
night.
And last one, but not least,
Come on, let's do it.
which person you will never work with again? You don't have to say the name, location, or the name of like a place, but a person that you will never, ever, ever work with again.
Bro, I would say here in Ireland, like one of the DJs, but just because we didn't have like a communication
Yeah.
before the party started, and the promoter, he wanted to bring like a new DJ, so as a tryout,
Of course.
and he started, but he was very confused, and you could tell he was like he was very good mixing, but kind of in the beginning, so I was a bit confused on what kind of equipment we are going to use to the party.
Of course.
So I tried to help him, but at the same time, I only had like a small mixer, and I couldn't connect to laptops, for example. And then the other guy that came, he started to mess a little bit, and there was no communication, so he wanted to, to shine, because the party then eventually started to get busy at some point. And then out of nowhere he left, and I had to stay there for 2 hours, 2 extra hours for no room with 25-30 people, because he literally killed the party because there was no communication. What kind of music gonna play, what kind of music I'm going to play. And yeah, like from there, even that DJ was here like last year, and I gave him my mixer, and I say, yeah, bro, you play all afternoon. I'm just gonna stay here and
of course
and the party and enjoy, do your thing, like no problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for you as a professional, and that's why I was wanting to ask you, when you get into a situation like you get somewhere, I've seen it from other DJs, but you get into it and what's supposed to be a smooth ride is bumpy. Like, oh, this tool don't work, that thing don't work. How do you prepare yourself? Like, because Guadamec is always is a backup plan. So he has either USB, a hard drive, his computer. So if computer doesn't work, he can use CDs. He can use. As a DJ, when things don't work the way they're supposed to work, so there's a equipment problem, one of the thing don't work. How do you deal with that?
I always bring one extra mixer.
Okay.
If it's like somewhere that I'm not sure about the equipment they have on it, I prefer to bring the suitcase with a mixer, one extra mixer. Okay. So I'm sure, I know that mixer will work, and with the extra cables, just in case.
Okay.
So that's like very, very important.
Okay. So that's part of your preparation as well. Making sure. Okay.
You need to be well prepared as a DJ, to be fair. And and like
the equipment can fail.
Definitely.
Exactly.
A laptop can stop.
Extra stuff, That's why we need an extra mic, because this one die. You understand? And so, I'll handle it.
I give you an example.
I got you. Huh?
I give you an example of that. When was it? 3 weeks ago, when we're in Bodega.
Yeah.
Or maybe a bit longer. My charger was broken, and it burned when I was DJing.
Like
So I was playing like reggaeton, and the song started to slow down automatically. And because the laptop was on 3 or 2%, but I had the pen drive ready. So when I saw that straight away, I went like, no problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's very important. So always have a backup plan. Okay. Yeah. And now, if you could give advice to people that are starting their journey, they're looking at it. It's okay. We just want to have fun. Like, we love music and we want to learn the skill set. What would be the 5 things that you recommend that they do?
Nice question.
Yeah. So first, you're gonna fail a lot, but continue to believe on yourself. I don't quit.
Yeah.
And one of those examples is, as you guys know, the kind of journey I did this year with gigs outside of Ireland.
Yes.
3 weeks and 1 month before, and I can say that because of course they are done. They were 80% confirmed, let's say. And I was like, ring my mom, speak with you guys, as you know, with other people, say, this is going to happen, this is going to happen, this is going to happen, this is going to happen. I don't take a no. This needs to happen, and it happened. So continue to believe and continue to grow. So that's number 1. The second is make sure that you are passionate about music.
Yes.
Because you have many DJs, unfortunately, that they feel the vibe in a specific party, maybe once a month, but they are not on their 100% body and mind with music all the time, because they're just thinking, okay, I'm here, my job, put some people dancing, get my money and go home. And if you think like that, it's a bad start, because it's a bad start, because it's not the purpose of you to learn your skill sets and everything, how to become a DJ. So I'd say that's like the second point. The third point, I would say make connections. I really, and I say this many times, I really appreciate you guys come to support every party and like being there all the time and like enjoying and smile and have good moments with friends, and that's like the main purpose, and that's the fourth point on
Of course.
what you're asking.
Yeah.
Is like for making people like smile
Yeah.
and making people in the end of the night they're like, okay, I had a stressful week,
Yeah.
right? And I went to this party with this person.
For a couple
And
hours,
this
I
person-
forgot.
You
Yeah.
to see some familiar faces.
This
Yeah,
person
Like,
conducts
during the
my
week, at the
mind,
end of
Yeah.
the week, yeah.
my body, mind, and soul
Yeah.
for something that I feel like happy in the end of the night.
Yeah.
I go sleep and I feel like more relaxed because I had a very bad week,
Of course.
and the music, like
Was
it's
good,
so
yeah.
powerful,
Yeah.
and brought me to this place and enjoy with my friends and have a good time.
For sure.
So that's the fourth point. And the fifth point on that, yeah, be humble
Mm.
completely. That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
So being like humble is super important, because if
Mhm.
you're nice to people are nice with you,
Absolutely.
You don't need to act like just because everyone knows your face and you are a DJ and this and this and that.
Mhm.
And if you are nice to people and friendly and available and
Yeah.
everything,
Mhm.
then of course you're gonna have the good feedback,
Yeah,
and
of
you're
course.
gonna have the results,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and also you can achieve your goals at some point because you are going to work hard towards that,
Mm-hmm.
and you continue to be nice.
What is good with this city, so Cork City, for
Yeah.
people that don't know where we are right now, we're in Cork City,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the real capital of Ireland.
Yes.
So what is good with this city is like it's easy to make connection,
Yeah.
It's really easy to make, because it's not that big, it's small,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but we all know each other.
For sure.
You know.
Somehow.
Somehow we all know each other. We all gonna see each other somewhere, or in another like a bar or restaurant.
Yeah, for
We're
sure.
gonna see each other during the week.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it's inevitable. Like it's like that.
Yeah.
So it's so easy to do that kind of connection. So I have like, before we wrap this up,
Yeah.
Mhm.
I have like maybe one or two more questions, and maybe a little. Is what is a good side living in Cork City? As a DJ or as a person,
Mhm.
what is the maybe there is multiple. What is a good side living here in this city?
Like as a person, I think is very like chill, like calm, because you don't have the traffic, that,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
as
yeah.
we have like in our countries,
Of course.
everywhere you have like you live in an apartment next to the street,
You can do everything.
people
by
shouting
work.
or
Yeah, yeah.
whatsoever,
Of
Yeah.
course.
You can walk to a park and chill there like at 5 o'clock, and if it's winter time, no one is there, so you can like actually relax a little bit and have your own time and your own thoughts and everything.
Of course.
And like on the DJ part, I like a lot because, as you say, like it's small, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Everyone knows everyone, and it's cool because you see, for example, the two events that I do,
Yeah.
the Latin party and also the Soul night.
Yep.
When I start to see always like new people coming to the party, and we speak about that every month. When I say like, I never saw these people in the city, like the small city. Come
For
on.
sure.
Yeah, and seeing people coming over and over, and then it's kind of like a recycle thing, and then new people come, is really cool because then people continue to come like
sure.
to your event, and
And bringing people as
yeah,
well.
and they come like to say hi,
Yeah.
come to meet you and everything. So that's is really grateful that way, because then you, of course, you meet lots of people, and also then you can provide them, as I said, like that happiness after a week of like
Of course.
stress week
Yeah.
of work,
And then for my last question, what is basically the worst part of this city as well? Because we have to say both anyways. So what is the worst part about Cork City as a DJ?
Yeah.
What is the worst part for you?
Bro, as a DJ, I think, well, besides Bodega as a space, I think there is no real nightclubs
Okay.
Oh,
in Cork and
Yeah.
Ireland.
yeah.
What we call a nightclub when we go to Spain, when
Yeah.
we go to France, when we go to Portugal, that you go on a queue
Yeah.
and then you start to see this massive place with 2,000-3,000 people,
Yeah.
and you have like an outdoor area with one type of music, then an indoor area with other type of music, and then something always going on in between, and then a separated area, let's say with VIPs. So you have like a kind of organized thing in a nightclub.
Yeah.
What you call a nightclub. So I think you can call not all the places, of course, but most of the places in Ireland, you can call like late night bar.
Yeah.
Because it's very difficult to define specific as a nightclub, because they look very similar between Galway, Cork, Dublin, Limerick, etc. They are very beautiful, some of them in decoration. They're actually a nightclub, like a proper nightclub, but at the same time for us, because we're used to something different,
VIP sections,
right?
And
also like the thing of like a kind of outdoor area, and because of the weather, of course.
Yeah, of course.
And so let's say towards the weather, that's a part on the DJ. It'll be really cool if you can actually have like a kind of like outdoor thing
of course.
in Ireland. But of course, it's very difficult because we cannot control the weather here,
unfortunately,
and the winter, you know.
But the thing is, like, I was so shocked, but I was kind of used to it in Australia because it was kind of the same. But I was so shocked when I heard about like the lockdown, like the time that the bar were closing, 2 a.m. And if we compare to France, Paris, we finish at 6, 7.
Anywhere else.
Come here and they were like 1:30, 2 a.m. Go home.
I know.
Over there, we getting started. Like when you finish here, we getting started over there. Some people are actually go to the party at that time. Like.
Exactly. For us, it's normal.
You already having it before, and then you head out.
When we come in Ireland or in Cork City, I think it's the same in Dublin, no?
Yeah.
You just have one place that goes until 3, but
3. So it's just like. But do you think it's a good thing in this country, or it's a bad thing, or we should allow people to stay longer in a bar or in a club?
I'll extend max me because my expertise outside of DJ is events management. My degree, my university degree. So I'll put max until 3 a.m. for one reason. Because if we think about Cork, and most like the parties that we go, like nights and a Latin party, our communities will have that extra half an hour to spend money in the bar between 2 and 3. And won't happen because 2:20 already. Okay, the club is gonna close in 10 minutes, right? And you'll have that extra half an hour. However, I know for a fact that it's very difficult for the venues, because then they have to pay 1-2 extra hours to the staff,
of course,
1 extra hours of like licenses, and that's the main problem in Ireland is like the licenses, because
very expensive.
They're very expensive, and at the same time they think that it's not worth it because they are also scared that people get too drunk. And that's the reason why, because there was this kind of conversation last year. Well, it's still going on, but it's not approved or denied anyway. Of extending some clubs until 6 a.m. But for example, here in Cork wouldn't work.
For sure.
Because you don't have enough people, and every time the things get more expensive, drinks get more expensive. If you go to some specific venues, even in the city, you have to pay an entry fee. Plus then what you're gonna spend on drinks. So of course, like let's say for students, it's very complicated. And what you have mostly students, besides people that work in companies like us. Of course. It's difficult for them to go every week. Go to the bar and the club and spend this money, when they need to, of course, to use the money towards like other things,
food,
and education and everything. So I think that's the reason why they won't extend at all the hours. And at some point it works, because some people, they basically, for example, if the DJ is playing really good at 2:30, they're gonna get thirsty for next week. So make them thirsty to return on the weekend after. Because they're like, he played this song in the end. I was like, why? I want to party now. Because for us it's normal, as they say. And then you get the same people the week after, because you gave them like that.
What they wanted. Yeah. Which is hard to do. Me, I don't have any more questions. Like I said, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah, bro. Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming through. And continue to make us dance. And I hope you took my little suggestions about the diversity.
Of course. Appreciate, yeah.
And then we're gonna take things to the next level.
Definitely.
Appreciate you, man.
But hey, promotion time, bro.
Oh yeah, what's next for you?
Yeah, bro. Of course. Yeah. Of course.
Give us the dates, because there's something happening actually next week.
Next week.
You're doing something.
Yeah,
next
so next week, so nights.
week? Let's do it.
Yeah.
To them, not us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, next week, so nights in the pub. You know how we do it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and the week after, there is like you have like the Freshers Week in Cork. So gonna have like lots of events ongoing. And after that, in 2 weeks' time, I'm back in Japan on tour. So yeah, it's gonna be dope. Yeah, back in Asia again.
Let's do it.
Yeah, and very soon we go to Middle East
Oh.
around November. So yeah, I can't wait for that. I'll post.
They're gonna shake the shoulders.
I'll post. I'll post very soon. Yeah, but yeah, we have Dubai and Bahrain
Let's do it.
on the spot. So yeah, very soon it's gonna be announced.
Yeah.
And and I'll be also in Portugal in 3 days. So I'm DJing in the beach party, in the big beach party. So yeah, it'll be dope. Yeah,
Well, we appreciate you, bro.
thank you so much, brother. Thank you.
Welcome to
Thank
the Good
you.
Life Factory.
Let's go. Thank you. Thank you
The
so
first
much.
guest. Let's get
Let's
it.
go.
And can't wait to see you soon again, as soon as you come back.
100%. Yeah. 100%.
All right, guys.
Thank you.
2
Episode
Let's go.
1.
Rap.
We will be everywhere. You know how it is. YouTube, Spotify, Instagram, maybe TikTok. I don't know
We'll
yet.
think about it. We're still thinking about it. We're still
TikTok,
thinking about
TikTok.
Podcast
For sure.
everywhere. So
Yeah.
follow us. Click on that button.
it. Let's do
Okay.
it. Like,
And
share,
see
and
you really
comment.
soon for the episode 2
Yeah.
and our secret guest.
Let's get
All
it.
right, see you guys.
Let's go. Bye. Let's go.